Hello, gentlemen and gentlewomen, boys and girls. It's Professor William back for week number 5. And today we're going to do Unit 4, Problems. I don't have many problems right now. I have my tea and I'm in my office and I'm ready to go for this lesson. Today we're going to focus on problems, of course. Do you have problems these days? I know this coronavirus is kind of a problem to some people. We're going to look at the grammar: too much, many, not enough. Vocabulary: people and places, adjectives, and common uses of change. I'll take a sip of tea and let's get it going. Next page, we're on conversation, and David and Lily. Those are good names, right? Let's listen to their conversation.
Unit 4, page 24, conversation. You look really tired, Lily.
I am. I don't have enough energy to study today.
Is it because of your part-time job?
Yeah. I didn't get enough sleep again last night. It was almost 2 o'clock before I left work.
That's terrible. You know, you're working too many hours.
Yeah, and it's not fair anyway. I work harder than everyone else, and I don't get paid as much.
Well, maybe you should quit and find something better. Something that doesn't take up too much time.
Good idea. But what?
Okay, if you have your partner there with you, you can go ahead and practice this conversation. David A, Lily B. Go through that a couple times. If you look at the conversation, you see enough, you see too many, and you also see, too much. Here we are. Too much. Okay, so how do we use those and what do they mean? Let's take a look at this language box and play it.
Unit 4, page 24, language box.
She's working too many hours. I don't have enough energy. It doesn't take up too much time.
Okay, so let's go to page 105. Take a look at those. So we have too much, too many, and not enough. We use these phrases to show something is more than we want or we need. So first I have to tell you about countable and uncountable. Countable noun is something we can count, like 1, 2, 3. 3 apples, 5 pencils, 10 tables. Uncountable noun, we can't count 1, 2, 3. So with too much, we use uncountable. There's too much noise. There's too much time. There's too much water in the cup. I have too much tea in my cup. Okay? We can't count those things, so we call them uncountable. Too many we use with countable nouns. There are too many people. Too many tables. Too many baseballs. Too many watches. Too many coffee cups. Okay? Anything you can count, we use too many. And finally we have to plus adjective. What is an adjective? a word that describes something. Hot, cold, fast, slow, big, small, tall, short. So we use too plus the adjective. It's too hot in this room. It's too cold in this room. The dog is too noisy. The mountain is too high. The water is too cold. Okay, so, and we use not enough when something is less than we want. How do we use not enough? We put not plus the adjective, same as hot, and enough. This house is not big enough. My coffee is not hot enough. This book is not interesting enough. Okay. This movie is not funny enough. And finally we have this one. Not, verb, enough, and noun. I don't have enough time. Time is a noun. Enough. Verb, have. Not, do not. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough. Any noun. I don't have enough money, or I don't have enough water. I don't have enough anything. Okay? And we have fewer and more. We use fewer and more with countable nouns. There are fewer students. There are more men than women. Okay. There are more cars on the street than buses. Okay, I can count cars and buses. And we use less and more with uncountable nouns. There's less traffic in the city. There's more crime these days. Any uncountable noun, money, time, crime, so anything. And let's go to the next part. Complete these sentences using the words in the parentheses and enough, too much, or too many. Go ahead and turn off the video, or stop the video, and do the work. We have 7, and over here we have 14 total. So stop the video, try to do the work, and then turn the video back on, and I'll tell you the answer. Make sure you do the work. That's how you learn. Okay, that's the important thing. You learn how. You shouldn't just copy the answers. Okay, now let's take a look. All right. And over here. Okay, so let's go through some of these. I didn't have enough money. This coat isn't warm enough. Okay. See, you can see work is an uncountable noun, so we use too much. back up here. Pollution is another uncountable. We can't say one pollution, two pollution. We just say too much pollution. Okay. Strong enough. People. Too many people. What? People are countable. One person, two people, three people, four people. So we say too many. Old enough, traffic. Too many books. 1,000 books is countable. There's too many. Okay, let's go back to vocabulary. Read the text and find the opposite. You know what opposite means, I hope. For example, the opposite of big is small. The opposite of fast, slow. The opposite of hot, cold. Okay, so write the opposite. You have to read this text here first and put the opposite. Go ahead and stop the video and do that. Okay, and the answers: considerate, selfish, introverted, outgoing, neat, messy. Okay. We're gonna skip that part. That's number 2 can get really messy. Okay. Tell you what, I'll show you the answer. I won't have you do that though. Make 3 lists headed places, people, and places or people. And here we are. These adjectives only apply to places. These only to people. These can be places or people. A neat person or a neat house. We have some more here. Put these in your list. I'll just show you the answer. If you want to do it, you can stop the video first and do it. And there they are. Places, people, or both. An easygoing person or an easygoing place. Alright. Right, positive or negative? Positive is it means it has a good quality. For example, in this list, convenient is very good. It's good for something to be convenient. It's good for someone to be easygoing. Safe is very good. What's negative? Polluted? We don't like polluted. That's negative. We don't like boring. Okay, that's negative. So put those in the list of positive or negative. Okay, and here's the long list. See, some of these are both. See, introverted can be good or bad. Old-fashioned, good or bad. Sensitive, expensive. And some are just bad. Irritable is bad. Lively is good. Okay, and the next part, before you listen, complete this conversation with too much, too many, or enough. Okay, now let's listen and check.
Unit 4, page 25, Real Life Exchange.
Hey, Judy. What's wrong? You look upset.
I am. I don't have enough money to go on vacation this spring break.
Well, maybe you should stay here and find a job. There are always too many people on the beach anyway.
Yeah, and I have too much work to do. How about you? Are you going away?
No, I have too many things to do here.
Let's hang out together then. Staying on campus might be fun.
Okay, you can listen to that again if you want and practice your listening. But I'll write the answer. I'll show you the answer. You have enough there. Too many. Okay. Giving advice. Match each statement with a response. That shouldn't be too hard. For example, I didn't sleep very well last night. What's the correct response? Well, why don't you take a nap? Or maybe that's not the correct response. Let's see.
Unit 4, page 25, strategy.
I didn't sleep very well last night.
Well, why don't you take a nap?
I don't feel very well.
That's too bad. If I were you, I'd go home.
I never seem to have enough money.
Maybe you should get a part-time job.
Okay, those weren't that bad. Okay, we're gonna end it off for today with pronunciation. So let's head over to page 122. And we're on unit 4, more word stress. A lot of word stress. So in these words, these are all 3-syllable adjectives. What does 3-syllable mean? 3 sounds. Expensive. 1, 2, 3. Outgoing. 1, 2, 3. So there's always one syllable that's more stressed than the rest. For example, the middle one is stressed for these top words. And the bottom words, the first syllable is stressed. Sensitive. Outgoing. So let's listen.
Unit 4, page 114, pronunciation.
Expensive. Outgoing. Old-fashioned. Exciting. Sensitive. Beautiful. Fashionable. Humorous.
Okay, go ahead and listen to those a few times. Practice saying them. And I'll leave you there for today. So I'll see you next week. And have a good time out there. Goodbye.